Midweek Word on Wednesday. Here we go. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Queen Alita. Today I have a word to share with you based on a dream that I had on July 3rd, 2022, a few days ago. I'm excited to share the word as always. You know, whenever we hear from God, it's always exciting. But before I get into it, please make sure that if you believe this word is meant for you, right? It's not the case that every prophetic word is meant for you. You got to know that. But if you really believe it's meant for you, take it to Him. Ask God for confirmation. He will confirm it if it's from Him. And if it's from... What I'm trying to say is that He will confirm it if it's for you. Simple. And if this is something that, God has already been speaking to you about, this word is confirmation. I'm excited for you. I would take any questions that I have to Him directly, hear from Him. He loves to speak to us. He wants to have that relationship. That's why He gives us dreams and all these things for us to just seek Him and be able to, learn how to hear His voice. So hearing His voice for yourself is so important. Your relationship with Him is the most important relationship that you will ever have, ever, all the way into eternity. All right, the dream. I had this dream, like I said, on July 3rd, 2022. And in this dream, I was in this large room. It was a bedroom, and there were a few beds in it. And I remember there was some people making my bed for me. So in a way, it was like, I was watching them do this. And these people, I know them in waking life. They are... they're very distant in terms of the relationship that we have, and they're young. They're much younger than me. I wouldn't say we have a great relationship. I kind of know their heart towards me. So they were making my bed for me, but it was more of a mattress, and it seemed that there were many beds in this room, and I just remember thinking, no, I actually want to have my bed over there. So, I didn't like the fact that they were making it where they were making it. I wanted it where I wanted it. And I remember my children were also there in the dream. They were also going to sleep in kind of the same space because of the amount of beds they were, and there were a lot of other family members. It was just, there were people there, and it was all family members. So that was the long and short of it. So what the Lord was showing me through this dream, there are people, right? I'm just looking at my notes. If you see me looking down, there are people in your life who want to or are trying to make certain decisions about you. So what came to me so clearly as I was going over this dream was, you made your bed, now lie in it. And that, for those who don't know, in case you don't know what that means, it basically has to do with some decision that you made or some course of action that you took that has negative consequences, and you have to face them because you are the one who took the decision. You're the one who decided to take that route or do that thing. Therefore, you're going to have to face it. So that's what kept coming to mind. You made your bed, now lie in it. And what the Lord revealed to me was that, you have the authority. Don't let anybody else make your bed for you. And these people that are trying to do that, it's like they're trying to speak certain things over your life. They're trying to make certain decisions about you and bring them into effect by taking a certain action. They want these things to have this negative impact on your life. They want the negative circumstances to come to pass in your life. And so it's like they're invading this very personal thing, which is, your bed. And it has to do with, it's a generational issue. Let me not say generational. It's a bloodline issue. It's a family issue. And, I feel like God is saying, look close to home. It's not that out there. Usually the people that hurt us the most, unfortunately, are our family members. And you have all sorts of spirits that are operating. You can have a spirit of jealousy, the Jezebel spirit. There's so many spirits that can be operating within a family, and it can cause division. It can cause that jealousy. As people see you moving forward into what God is calling you into, they may be trying to counter that and trying to speak certain things over your life, trying to make things happen in your life in a way that would be detrimental to you. So this is witchcraft related. This is people going out of their way to perform witchcraft. And whether it's by their words and the curses that they use, or whether they go and consult somebody and do whatever it is that they do, they're trying to do this. And they're trying to make your bed so that you can lay in it and face whatever the outcome that they want. So God is giving you insight into this, and He wants you to pray, right? And He wants you to speak life into your situation. This is not about just going straight into warfare. So I've learned, the Lord has taught me over the years that, when He gives us a dream, or He gives us insight into a situation that, this is what the enemy is doing, this is his plan, to not automatically just start binding and rebuking spirits, but to first go to Him and say, what is the strategy? How are we going into this one? Do you need me to go into full-on spiritual warfare? What is it? Do you want me to pray in tongues? Do you want me to just pray? Seek the Lord for the strategy, because there have been times where I thought that I need to go into warfare, but then the Lord would come and just say, hey, wait a minute, I actually need you to pray in tongues. That's all I need, because this battle is mine. I'm going in to fight this one. So just pray in the Spirit, pray in tongues, however you want to say it. Sometimes I just have the sense of just praying and asking God to take care of it. Just like, was it Elijah or Elisha in the Bible when he said, God, open their eyes, or, God, close their eyes so that they don't see, or whatever the case might be. He could have gone into spiritual warfare. He could have been like, I command their eyes to be closed. But no, he prayed and asked God to do it. So sometimes it's about, okay, Lord, protect me from this. And recently, that again, I learned the lesson again, because there was that intense season of warfare, especially for me. It was around about November last year. A lot of warfare. The Lord led me day after day. Like, I would have a dream. He's like, deal with that, bind those spirits, rebuke them, get rid of them. And so I kind of was just carrying that over, and I'd been having these attacks at night, right? Like these where a dream would start and it would just turn into a nightmare, and then I would wake up, but just with a spirit trying to oppress me in the room, right? And then I'd want to go into warfare, or even before I'd sleep, I would go into this warfare, binding up spirits before I go to bed, but the attack would come. So yes, so that was the issue, that I was binding up before going to bed, and then the attack would come anyway. So the one night I just thought, I don't even know if God told me to be binding up the stuff before I go to bed. So I decided to pray and say, Lord, thank you so much for protection. Thank you, for a good night of sleep. Like I used to pray sometimes, and haven't had a single attack. And I just realized, well, He didn't tell me to go into warfare before going to bed. Like, why would I just choose that? It was kind of like it was a habit now. So that's why this is very important for this particular witchcraft thing that people are doing. The Lord wants you to use your authority. He wants you to speak life into your situation. You have been given authority, and what's tied to that authority is the fact that your name is written in the book of life, and that is the power of the source. The source of power in terms of your authority. That's what pushes your authority forward, is that your name is in the book of life, is that your name has been given that power. So use your authority, speak life over your situation every day is what I'm hearing the Lord saying. Just speaking life. It's not about addressing any spirits, telling them off. It's just, this is my situation, these are the facts. Make your decrees over your life, because sometimes you give the enemy too much attention, and these demons like that. It's like they keep you distracted, and all you're doing is focusing on them, and you lose sight of what God is doing in your life. You lose sight of Him. You lose sight of His power over your life, because you think that every second you have to protect yourself. And where does God feature? So the Lord is saying, decree the things over your life, the things that you know are true over your life. Whatever God is bringing up in your spirit to decree that over your life, because He's already told you what it is. You're just repeating it. You're using your authority, that it is this, because by that you're canceling whatever curses that people are trying to put on you, by whatever they're trying to do in the background. So your word has more power. These people were younger people, and what God was showing me is that they let me check my notes how I wrote that. Yeah, it's basically that they think they have authority. The Lord specifically used younger people to show me that there's no authority there, and that your authority is, trumps theirs. you have that voice, and you should speak over your situation. And what I love about this is it's more about just it kind of gives you this confidence and this joy over your life, because you're speaking the truth over your life. I'm blessed. Wherever I go, there's favor. Whatever I put my hand to, it is blessed. Everywhere I go, I am blessed. People want to help me. It's just all these things that you're speaking, and then they just kind of encourage you and they build up your confidence. Just speak over your life, speak over your situation. The Lord told me this, so it is true, and I decree it and I declare it. It is true. Just put your decrees out there exactly how the Lord spoke over your life, because your word has that authority. Okay, and the scripture today is Luke 10 verse 19 to 20. It says, "Now you understand that I have imparted to you all my authority to trample over his kingdom," meaning the devil. "You will trample upon every demon before you and overcome every power Satan possesses. Absolutely nothing will be able to harm you as you walk in this authority. However, your real source of joy isn't merely that these spirits submit to your authority, but that your names are written in the journals of heaven, and that you belong to God's kingdom. You belong to God's kingdom. That is the true source of your authority. Your names are in the book of life, and you belong to God's kingdom. That is the source of your authority. Use it over your life. The Lord is saying you get to call the shots. In the dream, I was like, no, I don't want my bed there. I actually want it over there. And, take out all the riffraff in your personal, intimate space, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to monitor you. They're trying to get into that personal space to see what's happening in your life and try and speak against that. And it's up to you to just speak life over it, because your word trumps theirs. It cancels out everything they say. Don't even focus on anything that they're doing. Just rather speak your truth, because that cancels out the lie of the enemy. The truth is greater than the lie. So that's the word for today, friends. I really pray that it's blessed you. I will see you in the next video. Always remember that God is a good Father. He loves you so much, because you, my friends, are so deeply special to Him. Majesty, full of honor.